Welcome to my adventures with MS, or multiple sclerosis. Today we are going to be making my taco seasoning. I have been making for quite a number of years now, but I keep misplacing the recipe every time I go to make it. So this time I'm going to videotape this and share it with everybody, and that way I have the recipe. When I started making this video, I thought it would be just a gift in the jar with my taco seasoning as the subject for the gift. Well, we have some garlic powder that's going in. We have some chili powder and onion powder. Then we have cumin, ground cumin. This actually says cumin seed, but we've just been reusing this bottle for cumin. Oregano leaves in it and some paprika. As I was editing this video, I realized that I actually moved quite slowly and that my MS actually affected more than I thought. So I decided to highlight those aspects in this video. And so anyway, so I bought these jars from Amazon, and they are approximately the same size as any other spice and herb jar that you buy in the store. These jars, as I said, came from Amazon. We're going to make a few, and then we have the shaker part of the thing. So you open the lid to this, and you can put one of these on it, and that goes my watch. And then we can put this on here, and you can either shake the seasoning out of it, or of course you've got the pouring piece. Okay, so that's there. And when I bought these from Amazon, not only does it include the little shaker thing, it also included a nice lovely funnel, which we will just do this to actually be able to pour your spices over. Now I'll make the taco seasoning. We're going to start with half a cup of chili powder. So we're going to take my chili powder, and I've put down some parchment paper here in case I spill when I'm doing this, because, well, that's what happens. So interspersed with the recipe, which is quite good, by the way, will be some highlights of where my MS actually affects making this mixture. So there's my chili powder, but it's not quite half a cup, so fortunately I have more. So then we can measure the actual half a cup, approximately, of chili powder. And decide that is good enough for my chili powder. So we're going to dump it into the bowl. I need a quarter of a cup of ground cumin. So we'll get out my quarter cup in my ground cumin. When my husband heard I was putting the seasoning in jars this year as gifts, he decided he wanted one. Ground cumin, dump that in. Okay. Obviously I need to buy more of this. We need 2 tablespoons of paprika. So open the paprika. What you don't see, because I edited it out, is that I checked my recipe before each ingredient. Put that in. I noticed the slowness here when I sped up this section, and it still seemed to be normal speed. I think at this point of making the recipe, I was beginning to suffer from MS fatigue, which causes my body to slow down. But I have enough for the next time I make this. Okay. Put the lid back. And then we need 4 teaspoons of garlic powder. I should have verified that there are 3 teaspoons in a tablespoon. This would have reduced the amount of time to measure both the garlic powder and the onion powder. Okay, so there's my garlic powder. Put that lid back on. There we go. And then, what else do I need? 4 teaspoons of onion powder. That's next. Okay, so again, onion powder. Whoops, there goes the knife. This is where I have fun trying to do this. This is what I mean by my adventures with MS. As I drop things all the time, and then people have to go and pick them up for me. So the part I didn't catch on camera was when I was making this the second time and managed to spill chili powder all over my shirt and onion powder all over my pants. Yes, it was hilarious. 4. That wasn't so bad. That one was easier. I did, when I realized I had run out of my chili powder in the bag, I did have to send my daughter up and get me some more, chili powder. So lastly, we need 2 teaspoons of dried oregano. Where's my oregano? I always think that this is like the secret piece to my taco seasoning. Because like I wouldn't normally have thought of putting like what I consider an Italian herb into it. But it is really good. Two teaspoons of oregano. So then I think I've put in all of the ingredients. Chili powder, cumin, paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, and dried oregano. Yes, I did put all of that in. So now we just get to stir this up. And since I don't feel like, dirtying another spoon, I will just use my tablespoon from here and stir it up. What I was saying before as to why I used this and why I made it in the first place, I found a crock pot recipe that was nice and easy. It took chicken breasts, 1 jar of salsa, and 1 container of taco seasoning. You throw all of that into your crock pot, turn it on, wait for however long that is. And it works great with frozen chicken breasts. And as I said, when I was looking at the package of the taco mix, I didn't recognize a bunch of the ingredients, so I decided that I could probably just do my own from a bunch of herbs that I already had. Here's the full recipe for the taco seasoning. 1/2 a cup of chili powder, 1/4 a cup of ground cumin, 2 tablespoons of paprika, 4 teaspoons of garlic powder, 4 teaspoons of onion powder, and 2 teaspoons of dried oregano. As I said, 4 teaspoons is the same as 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon. Now that we have the bottle, next I need to decide which label to put on it. These ones supposedly came with black labels and a white marker. I decided I didn't really want that, so I bought different labels off of Amazon. And so now I just have to make sure that these labels are going to actually fit this jar so that it makes sense. So actually they don't look too bad. They'll probably just end up slightly going around the middle. So I'll pick one. Let's try this one. And we'll just write on one of these. I find that with MS, my printing can take longer than usual, as I need to concentrate more. Once I fill this up, I will have a label to stick on it. And now I'm going to put it into a jar as a gift. My jar is ready to be filled. I have my taco seasoning. We have the funnel. So we'll just go and start filling. I'll just give this another stir. Make sure it's all nicely mixed up. It smells yummy. Okay. And then let's see if this will actually work. Yes, it will. Okay, so we'll just dump some in here. I was curious as to how many bottles one regular recipe would fill, because I've never actually put them in a bottle before. Usually I mix all the ingredients together and put it in a Ziploc bag labeled taco seasoning. So that looks like it's pretty full. Yep, that looks good. Tapped it down. So now we just have to put on one of these shaker lids. Snap that in like that, and then 1 container of taco seasoning, and I might get another half out of there. I will give this a try after I finish this one. So go back to my taco seasoning label that I had written earlier, peel that off, and then we can just stick it on here like so. And there we go. One labeled one labeled bottle of taco seasoning. I have now finished making actually 4 jars of the taco seasoning mix. I have put labels on them, and I have also included the list of ingredients on the back of each of these. Here is the final product of my gift in a jar. It just needs some wrapping or some bows to make it fancier for a gift. I hope you found this video interesting and gave you some ideas for gifts in a jar. Please like, subscribe, and comment below. Thanks for watching.